Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I have a new amazing deck that I'm so excited to be using for you guys, and if you want to stick through, I will do an entire flip through at the end because the artwork is breathtaking. We're going to tuck right in, and this is all about soulmate messages for you. Your soulmate wants to convey certain messages to you right now, both through oracle and dreams. So they're going to be sending imagery through your dream if you're not already experiencing, and also letting you know what it means as well, because you are leveling up. You are bringing all this vibrant, new, uplifting, high frequency energy into your life. So in order to do that, things are shifting and changing, and certain things will be taking place. So you have three choices, and these within themselves have messages as well. And then we're going to see what else the dream cards have to say as well. So number 1 is also a 38, and it's magic. Number 2 is empowerment. It's number 43. And number 3 is manifest, number 48. I'll let you have a quick look at this, and then we'll read what is going on and all the messages that they are conveying. And I'm going to have my big bottle of water right nearby because I have been talking a lot. So I'm going to let you make your choice and relax, get comfy, get a nice coffee or glass of wine or whatever, and give this your undivided attention because your soulmate deserves it. All right, and I have to say, this artwork, I saw this in a reading for one of my favorite readers, and I was like, what is that deck? I scoped it out and I had it on my doorstep within 24 hours. There was no way. I have to say, card for card, and along with the book and the beauty, the magic, the work that has gone into this, this is probably the best oracle deck I've ever used, due to the fact the book is so informative and beautiful, and the artwork is just absolutely breathtaking. And she also splits it into two. You have your dream cards as well as your oracle cards, so you have both, and that's what we're using right now too, to see what your soulmate wants to convey to you. So number 1, you guys, number 1, magic. Right away, it's saying, shift your focus to a positive view. We are all interconnected. We are linked by a magic thread. Believe in yourself. You do have the magic within you. And this is, basically saying, if you believe in miracles, you must believe in the magic. Stay focused on your intention. Know your soulmate is moving towards you and trying to connect with you. You will see this magic in action. And with your thoughts, you create your world, right? What you are currently thinking, you are creating and focusing on, and your reality is becoming that. So everything really depends on how you perceive things, and your soulmate so wants you to perceive things as positive and balanced and helpful. The more positively we view things in life, the more we enjoy the positive benefits that result from our thoughts, right? It can just take that second when you think of a fresh bouquet of flowers, or something simple like a dragonfly, something that transports us to a nice place. Shift your consciousness, see all the webs of interconnectedness, and know that you are linked by these magical golden threads. And each thread is a thought that inspires magic, and your constancy of being plugged in and noticing this is going to help you derive more messages from your soulmate and those feelings, and to elevate and feel good because they're constantly sending that. Okay, so on the top you have the goddess message from them. Embrace the feminine, create and be gentle, nurturing, yet strong. We can have the beautiful dynamic all wrapped into one. Do not listen to those who want to keep you small. Believe that you are as important as the stars in the heavens. Absolutely, we are our thoughts, and we are what we think of ourselves. That's where our confidence level comes in. That's why we will go after and traverse difficult waters to grasp our dreams, and your beautiful divine match wants you to do this. And no, I love this. Embrace the feminine, create and be gentle. I love that so much. This is talking about, it's a time to reassess your limited understanding of who you really are and where you came from. And more importantly, the goddess appears on this particular card to remind you that your soul is eternal. Your soulmate wants you to know that. You've experienced each other before. You know each other. You will feel that energy. You will feel grounded, connected, and calm from that, okay? You are part of everything. The galaxy is made of matter, and that you are made of matter, right? You are the result of 7 billion years of evolutionary success. So revel in that for a moment, as are they. Everybody is always orbiting each other that is meant to be in each other's lives, and they're coming. But they really want you to know that they do not want you to listen to others' version of you, or the program that has been installed in you from parents or teachers or employers. Remember that you before the programming was. You made the perfect image of yourself when you were a child and you were seeking joy and enjoyment, riding your bike, roller skating, playing video games, having a good time. Use your creative energy to build a life that will make a difference and honor the feminine qualities of grace, of wisdom, of beauty. Be respectful of masculine logos, the logical, the action-orientated parts of yourself as well, and surround yourself with others who share your values and support your own, because they feel right now, they definitely know and feel the vibrations that are around you and what can happen within that, and they want you to know that you're already perfect as you are, and blaze your own path and follow your own trail. Now we pull the top dream card for you. Now this is what's going to be arriving in your dreams, and they had 2 messages for you, and you might have already experienced these, or you will be, because they are coming to you through your dreams as well. Now I love this birth and babies, because so many of you guys right now, this symbolizes a new project, a new idea, a new stage in your life, and you feeling reborn and healed as a result. You know, what do you need to nurture and develop? In what ways do you feel vulnerable? Are you feeling overwhelmed by responsibility? Asking yourself these. Generally, dreaming of babies represents a new career, a project, idea, some kind of new stage in your life. And this is your soulmate developmental stage, where you are rising above the clutter, the clouds, the frequency of doubt, all of that, okay? And it often indicates that these things need protection, care, and nurturing right now. So beware of your inner critic that will sabotage this initial stage of your new project, because it can stop you with self-doubt. There's also other people in there. You already had that warning. If you have anybody else that's negative, stay away, because criticism affects the growth of the baby, the growth of the plan, the growth of your dream child that you're having. And remember that, like stages in a baby's life, from conception to really independence, it must be applied to aspects of your career and a relationship. It does require a great deal of commitment and care along the way. If a baby isn't distressed or ill, it may suggest that you are afraid of your ability to nurture and commit to the responsibility it requires. So that's just saying, burst through your fears. A lot of people have that initial response with, oh my gosh, my soulmate, my life partner is coming. What am I going to do? I'm not ready. They start to get frantic. Simply not true. When a baby is born, it doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know how to talk and navigate. There are other entities there to help it. Same thing for you. If you have a forgotten baby in your dream, that indicates something you began many years ago and maybe have put aside. The dream is jolting your memory for a reason. A happy baby is the ideal situation where you embrace this new adventure. It can also represent your inner child waiting to be reborn. If it's somebody else's baby, you may feel that you are entrusted with obligations that you are not quite ready to accept, and seeing a baby animal in your dreams reflects your vulnerability and your need to be nurtured. All of these are kind of like taking place within, you know, our dreamscapes, and babies are definitely representative of all these vulnerabilities, right? And new stages. So that will be coming up as well. Now I love this, because Chaste is about representing those things that we're running away from, and we do need to do shadow work in order for our frequency to be elevated and kind of cleansed and ready for our soulmate. So being chased or attacked is the most common anxiety dream, reflecting our insecurities and fears of our experiences in this waking life. The dreamer tries to outrun a wild animal, a dark figure, a gang of thugs, a monster, whatever it is. Some issues are making you feel under pressure, and you feel you have no control over them, and you want to outrun or avoid them. Chase dreams often have been a regular visitor since we've been kids, right? Until we confront these fears at a conscious level, they will keep coming back. So the attacker in the dream too can also represent parts of yourself. It's therefore an internal struggle. Feelings and behaviors that we find difficult to control, such as anger, jealousy, or violence, too much drinking, all of that can take the appearance of something or someone threatening in a dream for sure. Dreams of being paralyzed or unable to move during this. That the body is in this kind of natural paralysis while the brain is active, and you can feel paralyzed or trapped during or going in slow motion. And that is saying you have to face a problem or unresolved issue, or because you simply can't run away from it. Are you inveigled in something right now you shouldn't be, that it kind of emotionally drains you, you know, of repetitive patterns of maybe getting involved in gossip and then it coming back to you, or you running from something knowing you may overindulge in certain things and you really have to put those to rest, overspending, over imbibing, whatever it is, okay? Think about whether you are feeling overwhelmed by some aspect of your life and what demands are being placed on you too. It could suggest you have issues with commitment and are hard to catch or pin down as well. So consider all these things, because your soulmate is simply trying to bring these to your attention, and it's all part of our growth process within this. I love this. I feel like a lot of you guys really want to start your own businesses and you have some great ideas, and that's part of why that will also come into your dreamscape. But again, remember, embrace this beautiful feminine energy that's going to help you, because that's where we kind of get our good-natured balance, right? Where we realize we are important and we matter and all of that. And your soulmate wants you to know that. And you'll be recognizing it more and more, thank goodness, as well. So that is you, group one. Magic, magic indeed. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. I post every single day. I put a lot of heart and effort into my reads, and I really appreciate when you guys show the love by subscribing and commenting. It means a lot. Also, all my links are down below if you want a private reading, you want all the details on your soulmate connection. That's really my specialty, but I can do reads on anything from past life to dream interpretation, ancestors, all of that. And again, my other links are down there for my Etsy store. I do handcrafted goodies. My specialty are rings for sure, and pendants and amulets. And please come over me and see me on Instagram as well. It's SparkQuest11. All my links are down below. I do daily posts and memes, and I'm doing great giveaways every single week. Free jewelry, goddess provisions, whatever. And I want you guys to be able to get in on that. And just by subscribing and following me, you are automatically entered. So that is you, group one. Beautiful. You are magic. And stick by if you want to see a flip through at the end of this. Okay, you guys, sip of water, and then we're going to go on to number 2. This is my favorite card in the whole deck. Artwork, just what it has to say everywhere, everything about it I love so much, because I feel like once we're empowered by self, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, says, feels, or does about us. We know our true nature, and we can keep going, and we can do our lives beautifully as we want. So right now, this is saying to believe in your own power to create change and control your life. That's huge, right? We are not controlled by anybody unless we allow this. Be empowered by becoming an example to others. Use your past experiences to make yourself stronger. I think one of the reasons that I'm able to do what I do and do it well is because I have had a crazy like amusement park of experiences in my life. Like, it's hard for me to explain how many places I've lived, how many things I've experienced, because I say yes to a lot of big things. Like when I was young too, I've really experienced all sorts of things, and because of that, and I document things and I write things down, and I've constantly studied, why does that person feel and react that way? Why did this happen? And by reaching into it, I get answers. And that's what you're going to be able to do. And your soulmate wants you to be at this beautiful thing. They want you to stand in your power and reclaim your personal power that you thought you lost, to step into your newfound empowered energy as you come into your own strength, because now is the time you're really going to recognize it. As you're elevating in your soulmate journey and your frequency and vibration goes up, you're going to do, say, and think and feel things that are so empowering. You're going to really, really surprise yourself. Exert this gentle influence as you lead by example and take the role as caretaker in the world around you, to friends, to family, whatever it is. You know, you're a patient observer. We are not reactionary in this stage. We are teachers for sure. We need to bear ourselves with dignity and calmness, right? I know that my videos reach a huge spectrum of people. Therefore, I gauge how I behave, how I speak, and what I learn and convey to you, right? I don't get on here, and I don't need to like get political and religious and crazy, because it's not about that. All of these things right now, all that you need is within you. So look at today as the beginning of a new you, and don't allow past experiences to give you a victim mentality, because your soulmate knows you are so strong and you're moving into this new realm where you really feel composed. So if you've given away any of your authority or power to someone or something else, now is the time to take it back. Oftentimes I have to do this in regards, you know, when you have teenagers, you're giving, and then all of a sudden this entitlement factor comes in, and then you start reeling in that whatever, that credit card, that time, that attention, those free rides, everything that you're doing, and you're saying, listen, my time is very valuable. When you just expect me to foot the bill for this, or or moober you around, that's a mom Uber, moober you around, you need to think again, because there's a new way and it's handled. That's my new thing. It's handled. Like as soon as anything comes up, I don't shelve and go, oh, I don't have, I just can't. I'm like, no, it's handled. And I do it right then, because we need to be a beacon for others that, we always want to see our light reflected in our capabilities, and we're capable of looking out for ourselves and others. You really have the power to empower others, and they want you to know this right now. Emotional empowerment is the first step to recovering and claiming your power too. Don't let others what others do bedazzle you and push you off course. There's many trappings that come with wealth and fame. Don't be seduced. Use power wisely. Take care of the small things in your domain, and watch how you become the co-creator of a meaningful and joy-filled life, right? I remember at the beginning of my journey of doing tarot reading, I wanted it so nice and spectacular that by the time the set was all done and you could have triple screens on there, I was almost too tired to do what came naturally and I did best, which was just speak from the heart. So I'm not someone who has to glamorize and have everything be extra. If they are beautiful cards, I like a simple set. It's the message that matters. And you're going to notice this too. So we're going to see what's happening in your dreams in their other oracle for you. They've got another oracle, and then they have a dream card for you as well, water. So you'll be dreaming of this, and we're going to find out what this is going to be. So their other message for you is leadership. You're no longer in the supporting cast. You are the leading man or woman. Take the initiative, lead the way for others right now to follow. You will be judged by the company you keep and those that you admire. And that does happen. If you watch that on anything, it's like I have to say this too. I judge people if I drive by. I drove by my neighbor the other day and his whole fence was covered with a Trump thing. And my first thing, and this is not some beautiful spiritual thinking, but I thought, what a gigantic dope ass dummy. And I was ready to just torch the thing, but I have to calm down, because everybody has a reason that they believe in something or they want to believe in something. But again, I automatically judge that by, oh, a Trump supporter, he must be just woundabar, it's like just one of those things. But again, we are judged sometimes by the company we keep. So if again, we are around a bunch of acerbic, loud, opinionated, materialistic people, it doesn't reflect greatly on us. It's just one of those things. You're being called to lead, but first make sure that you're being authentic and not being led by your ego. This is where we really, in our soulmate connections, we do have this lovely loss of ego. We slowly quiet it. We slowly put it to bed. Rest, we let it fall away, because it is our soul's time to speak and connect, and that energy is much stronger. So it's time to blaze the trail and take a lead position. You have definitely earned your stripes through time and experience and wisdom. And it's time to maybe lead others into becoming the best they can be. Lead by example and into the promise of a better tomorrow. Really revise how you think of power too, right? Because the power to persuade is a very strong power. So we want to do it for good all the time. And now's a good time to become passionate and follow up with action too. I do this. I write down, as soon as I say I'm going to surprise somebody, give somebody something, and I have hundreds of things that I juggle with my stores and my reads and everything. I list everything because I like to kind of promise little and deliver big and be like this and surprise people, because I feel like when we're true to our word, we feel good and capable about ourselves too, because we are scrutinized sometimes, and perhaps we may be afraid of the tall poppy syndrome, right? It's like, whoa, don't fear being cut down. Stay true to your integrity and your vision. Lead with love and non-judgment. Invite your spirit to give you the confidence, inspire others to follow and support you. That's definitely taking place for you. Surround yourself with people of principle, because we are judged by the company we keep, and we also are influenced by it, right? Emulate the actions of only those leaders you wish to expect. And in fact, I find times I only watch and listen to people that I like and respect, because I don't really care to hear the vacuous, silly, empty promises or teachings of people that aren't of substance. And you're going to notice that within yourself. You're going to be able to pick out that energy right away and go, what a waste of space. No, thank you. Next. And move on and really integrate new learning in a great way. Now, you are going to start, if you haven't already, having lots of dreams of water, swimming, mermaids, fish, dolphins, all of this. It represents your emotional, creative, and spiritual lives. You've had lives together with your divine partner, and they're trying to re-show you this. And also, emotions flow freely through water, so you're able to really kind of tap into that energy. You're like, if you're swimming in a dream, look at the surroundings. Is it peaceful? Is it a sea or a lake? Are you trapped in rapids? Are there ocean waves? How you cope in these situations will reflect your emotional dramas in real life. They're really trying to bring this to the forefront for you so you can let go of people, places, and things that don't serve you. If the waves are engulfing you and you begin to drown, you're feeling overwhelmed and helpless in your emotional life. That might mean you are integrated in too many areas where there's drama and low vibration, and you need to or argumentative people, right? I have people that just like, that used to be in my life, love to argue just to argue. It was like they had to get their point across. Last word, Lucy's. And then I was like, yeah, you know what? No, thank you. I'm good. Clear it, because clear waters indicate that you will see your way through. And if it's murky, it means you are confused about an emotional or spiritual aspect in your life right now. That might mean, oh, I'm not practicing enough meditation and grounding and calmness, which is very, very important on our soulmate journey, because we're trying to get all that shadow work and stuff out of our way, right? It's like just all of a sudden, it's like, let's just emulsify and let everything bubble up and then settle and let all that sediment be left behind and have the clear water so we can see. So if you're diving into the deep, it suggests you're taking and willing to take a risk, exploring your emotions at a deeper level. Flowing water reflects changes. Stagnant or muddy water means you're stuck. Sailing into calm waters is really a metaphor for emotionally blissful life. A tempestuous ocean and hanging on for dear life on a boat is the very opposite. Are you heading for the rocks? Do you need a lighthouse to shine a light on the problem? All of that. A swimming pool is contained, so if you don't like to take risks when it comes to challenges or emotions, that bathing suggests taking greater care and pampering the body because it's a vessel for your emotions. It's also a symbol for regeneration, so it's important to pay attention to your feelings. Water is the absolute greatest cleanser. Washing in dreams is about getting rid of emotional clutter and old belief systems. Drinking water or having water poured on you suggests purification and preparation for what is to come. And they want you to be prepared and balanced and cleansed and feel good and know that anything that was ever murky or stuck before can always be released. It is a choice. And you are going to start to feel that more and more and get lighter and start to swim in those calmer waters and be able to face emotionally what you thought was too dark, distance, or off about yourself. We really do need to swim in those deep waters and say, you know what, I do kind of obfuscate. I do kind of have conditions to some of my relationships. Whatever it is, you're going to be facing it. And they are saying you can survive the emotional upheavals in your real life and just balance it brilliantly, because you are coming into, you know, the full spectrum of yourself in order to connect on this soulmate union. And they are proud of you for doing this. And this is a big thing. You really are someone that people admire. Do not doubt this and step into this empowered moment that you're having. So that is you, group 2. Beautiful energy. Amazing, you guys. Wow. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, you empowered one. And all my links are down below if you want a private read on your soulmate. All the details, I get your reading back to you within 48 hours. Come over to Instagram and get in on all my giveaways. Just by following, you are automatically entered in all the jewelry readings, all the giveaway that I have every week. I do daily posts and memes. I also have an Etsy store, if you guys are unfamiliar, where I do handcrafted gems, rings, pendants, all kinds of fun things. And, you know, I put my heart and soul in them. I really believe in the properties, healing properties, and protective properties of crystals and stones. Big time. So I like to create fun things over there. So that is you guys. Feel empowered, move on, push on, and really feel this magic because you're there. Okay, brief pause, and then we are going to go on to number 3, you guys, which is manifest. And also, if you're still watching, why don't you stick it through to the end and you can get a flip through of this deck, because I have to say, I have hundreds of decks and this is now my all-around favorite deck. I like, who splits up an awesome deck and has one deck be dreams, one be oracle, have the most fantastic notions and book and everything. I'm just blown away by this so much. I mean, Rose and Sarah just did it and did it right in this. Okay, you guys, so right away we're going to go on to manifest. And I love this word, and it must be one of the words I think that I say more than anything, because I'm constantly trying to use the law of attraction to manifest good things, all the potentialities, balance, all of that. And what are you doing right now but manifesting your soulmate connection? We're always doing this. Whatever we're thinking of and focusing on, we're bringing into our lives, okay? So right away, manifest your dreams and watch them materialize. Be willing to work on the inside to make manifestation possible. Make your intentions clear. Best way to do this, write it down and keep focusing on it. Again, where our intentions go, our focus, the law of attraction and the energy is there. Okay, all is really unfolding as it should, and the timing is just right for your dreams, desires, and goals to manifest big time. Again, your soulmate journey, and your soulmate wants you so much to know this and feel empowered by it, and keep writing and thinking and feeling, because you've put in the hard work and now is the time to reap the rewards. Just like a garden, you have planted the seeds of hope, you've tilled and watered the soil, loving care has gone into it. Now you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. They want you to enjoy your life and the path you're now on, because it will bring up your frequency vibration, and then your sonar and your radar for them and your ethereal ties and your path together are like radiation. It's so bright it can't be missed. Okay, every thought really creates your reality. So negative thoughts attract negative experiences, while positive thoughts bring about positive experience. It is the law of attraction. Learn to manifest by bringing your negative thoughts to the surface and clear them. Really cancel negative thoughts and beliefs. Delete them from your mental hard drive. This process is going to allow for positive manifestations to enter your life. Accept you are the co-creator of your life and that everything is going according to the universe's greater plan for you. Trust that you will be given everything that you need, and wish away, but wish for all the good things. We do have to be careful that whatever we're concentrating on, we don't want it to be negative or fearful, right? Only you choose to make your life more joyful. If you want to experience romantic love and their soul connection, you must be willing to love yourself and give love as well, other than just receiving love. Everything that you feel, that love for yourself attracts more love, and then there's no divergence. It all just comes directly to you, which I love. So let's see what their next message is. So they have flow, which I love. You can't control life's events. You can only control how you deal with them. So it's easier to go with the flow when your life challenges you. Emotions can overflow unless we release them. Hallelujah. We know this for sure, right? And I used to kind of tuck things away because I would get so busy. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to, whatever. So in the drawer it would go. And then I tell you what, it creeps up like anything. And then it comes out an explosion, because we need to let things flow and address them, right? Be in the flow. If you swim against the current, you struggle and you get nowhere. You just feel worn out and discouraged. So let go of the shore and allow the currents to take you in the natural direction, because they are leading you to your soulmate and they are waiting for you, and they feel you, and they are doing this. Don't have to exert this unnecessary effort, any things, because to do that, it doesn't work. It doesn't make things happen. It just makes us tired. So if there's something in your life you can't control, let it go. If you're not getting the results you want, let it go. Know that you can overcome challenges. I'm doing this. I have lots of people that sometimes just reach out and they'll give me they'll give me bits of information, and sometimes I'll start tapping into a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, you know what? It's too much right now, and I'm not getting a clear flow of information because I'm trying to think of too many people at once, and I let it all go, and then I start and I redirect my energy. A stone that is tumbled and carried by the flow of water ends up nice and polished. Be like that stone. You'll discover a smoother, more gentler you, and be aware of friction around you and don't rub up against it. Whenever I see negativity or whatever, low vibration, reactionary behavior, stinginess, I don't tap in or question or judge somebody. I just say, later taters, I'm not involving. It takes too much, right? Tears also express your emotions. Release them and let them flow. I had this the other day where I was just so relieved of so many things finally going well in regards of me being able to release things, because I used to try to problem solve continually and I almost couldn't shut that off, and I learned new, better ways to meditate and calm that, and I was so happy about it. I just cried happy tears of joy and I felt better. You will feel lighter for it, and keep at bay the feeling of being swamped emotionally too, right? Don't get caught up in emotional drama. Live in the now. That's what they are doing. So let's see what might be coming into your dreams for you right now. So I'm hearing two messages. They wanted to grab two. So you'll be having dreams of both death and food. And death is what parts of you and your habits need changing. That's all it is, because we're recharging and revitalizing. How do you feel disconnected with yourself? Sometimes there's one thing I do, and I'm always trying to change it. If I'm just talking small talk and mundane stuff, well, I'm not talking, but I'm listening to it, I totally disengage. And then I don't hear a word what anybody's saying if they're talking about the weather or their dog or something. And I hate that fact. But the thing is, I always feel like I have bigger concerns or worries. But you know what? Then I'm not present present moment awareness and enjoying it. So that is something that I'm realizing. Realize these things about yourself so you can get really plugged into the here and now. Have you been neglecting your physical or emotional health? Have you been overindulging in junk food or whatever, not getting enough rest? Address this, because this is going to come into it. So you might see animals that have passed away, loved ones, whatever. It's just simply you having to connect with habits that need changing. Food as well. What is no longer sustaining you in real life? We all have habits and things that we do just because they're in our comfort zone, but they don't serve us because we're not learning or moving out of that. And usually it's not going to provide us with substantial great change either, because we're just doing the same thing. So where do you see yourself in the food chain? Is your life abundant, or are you lacking in any area? That's a really good question, because I feel like dreaming of eating food suggests that we have a need for nourishment in our mind, body, and spirit. I often have this. It's usually picking fruit off a tree too, that sort of thing. So if you're dieting or changing your diet, your dreams may be a reflection of craving for your old foods. Generally, dreaming of food means that you may be craving an experience. Lack of food indicates that you're feeling deprived of basic human needs, such as affection, recognition, and social interaction. This often happens in our journey while we're awaiting our soulmates, because we do feel deprived, we feel anxious, we feel ready, we feel impatient, we feel starved for attention, right? And that's when we have to be careful, because starving people will settle for crumbs, and we're not doing that. We want this juicy, sweet ass apple that Snow White would like, right? We really do. We are not going to have some moldy old bread. No, thank you. Anything. Bread suggests basic needs for survival. Fruits and vegetables, fertile and wholesome ideas. Meats and proteins, strength. Sweets, indulgence. Fast food, impulsive, unhealthy attitudes. All different foods suggest different things. And what I thought right now too, I am going to do a major thing over on Patreon on just what all different things represent in dreams, because I love that idea. Meals shared at a table represent your social attitudes. A feast or a party reflects your many options to search for new experiences, opinions, and also ideas. Look at the choices you are making in your life right now. We constantly have to do that. Am I really proud of that choice? Should I really be putting that into my body? Should I really be saying that? Should I really be ingesting all this information that is garbaggio and aggressive and tragic? Hell to the no. I want some nice things. Rotten food that you refuse to eat or ingest signals that which is toxic and you don't wish to partake in, right? It may be a notion or principle that you cannot digest in real life. This also applies to choking on or bringing up food and getting sick from it. Same thing, you know, where you're like, somebody says something, you go, oh, that makes me feel sick. It's the same sort of thing, right? Our digestion is very closely knitted to that. So in your dreamscape, you're going to be having a lot of this, and comment down below if you've experienced this yet. We all need food to nourish and sustain us. Your attitude to food in the dream will determine what needs nourishing in your real life, because your soulmate really wants you to nourish and care and love yourself. Really love yourself. Sorry, I had a call right in the midst of that sentence. So that is, you guys, beautiful energy manifestors. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Sorry, I kept getting distracted. I always want to reread this. They're so beautiful. Be in the flow and know, you know what, we really can't control life's flow, but if we just go along with it and we go with the flow when it challenges us, we can have a much easier time of it. And you really are going to be able to manifest your dreams. What happens is, in our soulmate journey, the approach of all these good high vibrational entities, light protection surrounds us, and we grow and we know and we flow. It's all of that, and that's what's going to be happening for you. So again, you guys, all my links are down below. If you want a private read or anything else, come over to Instagram. My Etsy store link is down there for all my handcrafted goodies, everything. And also, if you subscribe over here and you follow me over on Instagram, you're automatically entered in every week's giveaway. This week's is a crazy 106 carat citrine that it's a carved cabochon. It is so unbelievable. You know, I really like to show my appreciation to you guys in any way, shape, or form I can. And that's just one way I can do it. And I absolutely adore you guys, and thank you so much for your support, and constantly just like commenting and subscribing is really, it makes a difference for my algorithm and my channel and my success rate over here too. So thanks again, you guys. Love and light to you.